Hey guys, welcome back to Anime India. The God of High School anime is adapted from a webtoon manhwa titled as Gat Obe High School. And the Japanese anime adaptation is titled in English as The God of High School. Trust me, the premise of God of High School is a standard shounen thing and thoroughly enjoyable to watch. It's beautifully choreographed fight sequences. I have to say, each standoff will leave you anticipating what might play out with the next pair of opponents. If you are a fan of fascinating fight sequences of God of High School, we have compiled a list of similar anime to watch while waiting for season 2 to be released. And yes, the manhwa is still going on. So we are hooked and can't wait to watch more anime with awesome fight and battle scenes. No doubt some top recommendations are One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, Fairy Tail, Beelzebub. And don't forget about it, Attack on Titan is one of the best, which includes One Punch Man followed up with My Hero Academia. Well, being said, there are other fantastic anime that are very similar to God of High School. We will look for themes like participation of young adults, martial arts, borrowing supernatural powers from beings from other realms, and a grand prize in a winner who takes it all, like tournament like Dragon Ball Z. All this tied up in fantastic action. We will see something which is really cool, like heart and soul for the series. Hajime-maste. So here we go, guys. We have a list of 11 animes similar to The God of High School. But obviously, we'll start with the first one, and it's Hajime-noipo. Hajime-noipo was released 20 years back, entering our list as a timeless retro masterpiece classic. It captures the shonen anime genre extremely well, starting with an underdog lead character, Makonuchi Ippo. It was one of the highest rated anime of that era, and the manga is recognized as one of the greatest in martial arts sports genres. God of High School's high points were the watching the fight scenes that viewers easily excused other shortcomings. Hence, Hajime no Ippo is undoubtedly a great suggestion for anyone who's looking for anime similar to that. Ippo begins his journey into professional boxing from weak and bullied teenager from Kamogawa boxing gym. He shares the same knife characteristics from Mori from Go and wants to understand what it means to be stronger. The storyline admirably portrays trials and personal struggles in a very realistic pace. This makes the character very relatable, and viewers easily get emotionally invested in how they are going to end up as a person further down the line. Also, the anime underscores the importance of disciplined practice through internal monologues or backstories about boxers undergoing rigorous training in order to get stronger. It gives a lot of time to those training scenes from minor characters also without overdoing it. This setting up of characters is done so beautifully that often one wishes the opponents win instead of Ippo. The fight scenes are epic and bound to give an adrenaline rush. It also showcases how the boxing sports world functions, both inside and outside the ring. Hajime no Ippo is all about boxing. And yes, that's true. Not only boxing, determination, ambition, glory, and overcoming fears. As one of those truly inspirational anime with a high rewatch quotient, this closes our recommendation list with a bang. Well, the second on our list is Darwins Game, which was released in 2020 and had 11 episodes for its first season. There will be definitely a second season as the manga has progressed, but it is yet to be officially announced. The first season leaves many questions unanswered given the limited number of episodes. Even so, Darwin's Game is interesting to watch. The plot starts when Kaname Sudo, a 17-year-old high school student, downloads a mobile gaming app named Darwin's Game, only to find out himself to be in a deathmatch with other players. Players are given special abilities through sigils and earn points that can be transferred as a real-world currency. That's the reason why many players willingly entered the game. Unlike Kaname, who entered it unintentionally as the download link was forwarded by his friend. The showstoppers are various side characters with a wide range of sigil-derived abilities and how it can be exploited when life is at stake. This anime has good battle scenes which can be enjoyed if one does not seek explanation and focuses on how each player manages to survive. Like much other anime, it isn't all around perfect, but manages to be a good binge watch. So now the third one on our list is an ass-kicking anime, which is Kill La Kill. That was released in 2013 and simultaneously its manga series was published which was inspired from the anime. The story has reached its conclusion, and it's a binge-worthy series with just 24 episodes. Kill La Kill is loaded with fan service, has a promising lead heroine who faces an equally imposing antagonist, and youngsters getting absurdly stronger by donning an attire. Ecchi anime is usually more unpredictable turns of events. The extravagant fight scenes are the most prominent part of the anime, which makes one forget the fact that it's an. So now the next on our list is adapted from manga. The anime version was aired in 2018 on Netflix. It received praise for how it handles the dynamics in each fight. It does not rely on overly complicated plot lines and delivers what is aimed for. The Japanese word kengen, if at all an English cousin, that would be the way of the fist. Yes, you got it right. It's one and only the Netflix anime Kengen Ashura. The premise of the anime is based on fighting matches that are held by rival companies to settle business disputes. The warring business organizations hire fearsome and monstrous fighters over business worth billions. The tension in the show never lets up and will have the viewer in its grip. As mentioned earlier, it delivers in grueling fights in an arena and sometimes leads to near-death circumstances of the participants. It is rated 18 plus on Netflix due to gory and violent content. One of the best anime that I have watched till now, and it's one of my favorites. Do not miss it out. So now for the next one, this is something similar to God of High School, but a little bit different, which has comedy in it, and it's Kenishi, the Strongest Disciple. As a genre, is out and action comedy shounen anime. It was aired between 2006 to 2007. It is a godsend anime with a perfect combination of comedy and martial arts. Like God of High School, this centers around martial art based fights. It is a laugh riot with the main character Kenishi Shirahama. Even the very well defined side characters leave an impression. The anime is actually great without trying to be great. The plotline never feels forced even during tense moments. Characters develop in a very natural real life space, which is contrasted by action-filled fight sequences. It flows very effortlessly between being wacky and tense. Kenishi, the Strongest Disciple, has a way with its funny moments that sets you up to vigorously enjoying upcoming high-spirited fight scenes. Kenishi is a very lovable baka personality, dedicated to training and martial arts, under 8 masters in dojo. So trust me, you have to enjoy this anime and it's worth a watch. So now we are talking something intense, okay? Usually an anime series. So from the word series, you might have guessed it what I'm talking about. Absolutely right. It's Fate series. This series has one of the highest ranking famous lead characters. Saber, no doubt. This character is also seen topping the polls in categories like most figurines sold, character viewers who want it as boyfriend and girlfriend. Fatestay has had multiple sagas since it was first aired in 2006 and the latest series will be announced soon. The Battle Royale premise is a consistent where beings from other realms lend their skill sets to humans. The storyline of the anime is an intense drama, climatic high-octane fight scenes, character development with meaningful backstories. In any case, Fatestay will take you by storm. Watch it. If I had to choose one series, which is like God of High School, then this would be the one. Yeah. So now the next on our list is none other than The Law of Yueki. Yueki no Hosoku joins the list as a quintessential shonen genre, which is an easygoing watch. The main characters are middle schoolers, so the silliness runs rampant in the series. A middle schooler, Kosuke Yueki, with an idealistic sense of justice, is a central character here, who joins the fray for a greater cause. This drive is more out of like childlike innocence and simplicity, rather than a deep moralistic point of view. The show is never meant to be preachy. He also makes his friends on the way. Similar to God of High School, characters gain one or more abilities bestowed by celestial beings from heaven. Only middle schoolers, typically between 12 to 15 years. They are given such abilities. The reason behind the age bracket as a mandatory requirement also forms a subplot point. The fights are always interesting to watch because we get to anticipate the kind of funny power and what goofy turn of events will follow. Many review this anime as mediocre, at best, but still a memorable watch. If you enjoyed God of High School, then this will certainly strike a chord with you. So the next one on the list is really exciting and it's one of my favorite animes. Yes, my personal favorite, Grappler Barki. Tournament and the latest installment is titled Just Barki. The author of this series practices martial arts in a dojo in real life. The storyline develops with Barki, who since the age of 3 has been training under various masters of different styles of martial arts. His goal is to defeat his estranged father, Yujiro Hanma. Yes, that's right. And he's one of my favorite characters with the demon back. I mean, he's simply amazing, like the strongest being on this planet. The latest installment titled Baki was aired in 2018 on Netflix, following the events 1 year after the conclusion of the previous arc. If you want to watch the previous arc, the story started in 2001. That is the first season. And now, 17 years old Baki has gained the recognition of being the new strongest after a face-off with his father. This attracts numerous powerful opponents wanting to fight him, who are equally bored as him. Excluding the first arc, subsequent arcs are rated as 18 plus for violent content. It is not entirely necessary to watch this series in chronological order. The episodes focus on fights with different styles of martial arts which can be enjoyed without any storyline development. And trust me, the animation is next level. This is what makes the Baki series unforgettable, and it is the amount of detail it has evolved into it. How a simple move of landing punch is distinctly different in various martial arts forms. You will get to know about 38 different martial arts, trust me. And it's really serious. Strongly recommended for anyone who is interested in watching bloodthirsty men fighting with each order. Yes. So the next on our list is also a Netflix anime, and it's Megalo Box. As the name suggests, it's purely based on boxing, but with a twist. And the manga was titled Tomorrow's Joe, Ashita no Joe. Megalo Box has a gritty color concept with fresher rendition of animation and unintentionally makes you want to watch some retro anime. Given in the art style, it's a surprise that it was released in 2018. This aspect actually forms a stunning part of the appeal. With profound storytelling and deep characters, it has all elements in the right amount which makes a brilliant anime. Megalo Box is one of those hidden gems which goes unnoticed during the initial days, but now it has a huge fan base of ardent fans and for all the right reasons. There are main characters, Jin Mori from Go and Joe from Megalo Box. They share the spirit of true sportsmanship or true fighting spirit. The motivation behind participating in fights for Mori is just more for the love is while getting stronger and cooler. Joe also sets foot in the ring to enjoy a good set of bouts. Megalo Box centers around entering a world-level boxing tournament called Megalonia. Added to a genuine passion of the animators, which results in mind-blowing fight sequences. Background music is another core component, which makes it even more thrilling to watch. In short, to sum it up, we have a great boxing sequences, amazing storytelling, and super cool background music, and a lead who qualifies as an underdog. This is not a one-dimensional anime at all, which talks about KOs and throwing fists. It also runs a commentary on the world, and the narrative hits far too close home. One cannot stress enough that it is definitely a must-watch for every anime fan. It is rated 18 plus on Netflix. Do watch it. So the next one that we are talking about is something unique and different. Yes, it is the series that I'm talking about, Zodiac War, Junitaisen, which was adapted from manga and aired in 2017. The manga and the anime both have been concluded. The story follows a battle royale that takes place every 12 years. There can be only one winner, who will be granted his or her wish. This anime is very interesting to watch, as there are only 12 fighters, each representing 12 animals of Chinese zodiac systems. As you can guess, the combat style is strongly influenced by the type and temperament of the animals, as a fighter is associated with it. The way the story is delivered does a great job of building up the tension. There is equal emphasis on the background stories and the battle royale fights. With its own flaws, this is certainly one of those anime that doesn't try to be exceedingly good, yet successfully manages to keep you engaged. And now last but not the least, we'll be talking about Tower of God, Kamanutu. It captivates you with its distinct animation style with efforts put into the good character design, which immensely adds to the viewing experience, just like God of High School. It is adapted from manhwa, serialized on webtoon. Leading characters in both series are a bit naive and open even to their opponents. Mori has a reckless side, while Bam of Tower of God has a sensitivity. Bam forms relationship with other characters, which is not just limited to being rivals. Participants have their own strong reasons to be dedicated in the tournament of power and will also push limits to come out as the ultimate winner. We see them harnessing their physical and mental abilities to overcome each hurdle in order to get their wish fulfilled. The storyline progresses with a good amount of comic relief and draws in the viewer by steadily revealing more on God of Towers' alternate universe. Moves and weapons are given specific names and are unique to every character, which makes it more interesting. Fighting scenes just hit the sweet spot between exciting and gory. Anyone who enjoyed God of High School Season 1 should absolutely give the Tower of God a chance. Trust me, it's worth watching. So guys, according to you, which one of these anime is similar to God of High School? Which one is your favorite? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Please like and subscribe.